Hey everyone, welcome back to RavenDob Plays Zombie. This is part 13. I've got a guilty, well not a guilty confession, but I do have, can't talk. That's my confession. My confession is that I spent about 2 hours the other day playing this, and for about 45 minutes I was lost. I was completely lost. I couldn't upload the footage because there was a problem with Zombie. I couldn't get it to... I thought something happened then. I couldn't get it to well, there's basically a problem. I couldn't get it to work. So hopefully I won't have any trouble this time, but luckily enough, you don't want to see me like searching the whole of the map for something to do for 2 hours. So turns out what I had to do was collect those DEE messages things that some of the zombies have. I think I'm down to about 2 or 3 if it didn't load properly. So I'll just be collecting those last few messages. So let's go. Okay, we're at Bacon Fields. I don't know why it's all green and... Oh, okay. It was green and hazy. I'm not sure if anyone else saw that. I thought it was like poisonous for some reason. I don't remember it being this misty before though. Oh, maybe it is supposed to be misty. Oh, also I did bring with me the sniper rifle. Oh, and that reminds me, I found, as I was looking around last time, I did find 1 or 2 new guns. It's a shotgun, tactical shotgun. So yeah, cool beans. Oh, and I do have the crossbow with me. I tested it out already. That is not the crossbow. There we go. Tested out the crossbow already. You can pick up the bolts once you use them, which is cool, but it only allows me to use 1 at a time, which is not so good. Let's quickly change this. 1, 2, 3. I want to use this as 4. There we go. Do I have a flare? No. I wonder if I'll be able to get him from there. I kind of want you to go there. Will you move for me? I don't think it will get him. Maybe if I do this. Where'd you go? Okay. So, you know, as soon as I need you, you disappear. Okay, no problem. Let's just Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I killed you. Yeah. There we go. Now for you. Oh, you're still alive? Oh, you had a canister. There we go. I already had the scan hack. Oh, there we go. Don't trust you. There we go. Just 2 more to get.
Only the Yanks could have come up with a magnum like that. A handgun you can barely fit in your bloody hand.
Magnum for me. Okay, next area. Okay, so... Oh, did you see me? I didn't think you could see me through there. Okay. Boop. There we go. So, I don't think I need to be here. Oh, you've got a cool... Or you did have a cool hairstyle. Kind of like mine at the moment. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Boop. 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 So, like I said, I don't need to be here. I don't think I need to be here right now. Let's quickly use a Molotov. Yeah. I don't think I need to be here right now, but there is that door up there that I want to get through. You awake? Boop. Right, so last time I tried to get the code. No, not for that. I tried to get the code for that door there, and I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere down there. It says that it's near the safe room, which is just there, so I could be up here. So let's look up here. Oh, okay. 5. This whole fucking time. 5, 8, 7, 5. Okay. This whole time I never thought to look up. 4, 8, 7, 5. 4, 8, 7, 5. 4, 8, 7, 5. Is that not right? But there was also that code door in Buckingham Palace, which I never went into because the zombie horde came. So, or 5875. So I guess I could go there next. 5875. 5875. Okay. Ooh, stuff. Let's make sure it's secure first. Okay, this is the extent of it. A little bit disappointing. Especially since I don't have any more space. Firepower upgrade. What's this? Juice. Is there anything else in here? No. Okay, no problem. That's okay, I guess. I could always come back if I absolutely need to. What makes it even more harder about these D letters is the fact that it doesn't... Oh shit. It doesn't tell you where on the map these D letters are. You just gotta find them for yourself. I will happily take the crossbow bolt. Still don't trust you. Oh, you had the D letter on you. This whole fucking time. Well, that's fine. That's okay. Because it just means I've got one more D letter left. But before I get that, I want to check out the coded door in Buckingham Palace. Okay, so there's bound to be more zombies here now. Maybe the same one will be playing the piano again. You don't know. I don't know. You don't know. We will both not know together. But I don't hear him. I don't hear anyone playing the piano. Ah, how did you hear that? I was so quiet. Quiet, 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 quiet. Ah, come on. Examine.
The angel chided me thus. Ignorance was the nakedness whereby you first were tormented, and the first plague that fell upon man was the wanting of science. The want of science hinders you from knowledge of your own self.
Ah, come on. Okay, well, I remember I can go in here. I don't remember if it would actually get me there properly, though. Like, will I be on the good side or the bad side of the fire? Let's find out. I think I'm on the bad side of the fire.
The patient must be restrained and cannot be calmed by any manner of herbal sedative. She seems nervous, and nothing I feed her can satiate her monstrous appetite, as if compelled by a most foul...
Okay, let's go back in here. This way led to another secret entrance. What the fuck was that? Was that me? So that's where it is, over there. Whoop! Did I go over here? So there it is. Let's just make sure the way is safe. Come on. Whoop! Damn. Okay, well, whatever. 4621, maybe? I didn't even notice that could have been a number. 4621. 4624. 4624. There we go. What the hell? Okay. Is this just a panic room? Is there nothing in here? Except shoes, Converse, and a suitcase, and a bed? That was a complete waste of time. Is there writings on the wall? For fuck's sake, come on. Fine. Lame. Well then, let's go back. I guess, you know, I've not read anything in a while. I guess I could read some... I don't know where I'm going. I guess I could read the D letters. I think I've only read 1 or 2 so far. Okay. Like I said, I really don't know where I'm going. Wait, is this? No, I don't go this way. No, you didn't see me. You didn't see me. You didn't see anything. Bye. Whoops. Boop. 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 What am I doing? I don't want that. Okay. Whoa, shit! You're supposed to be there! You scared the shit out of me. Wasn't expecting anyone there. I guess that's where I need to go. I don't really understand why I've only got like 2/3 of a raven. It's only got the D as well. Uh-oh. Okay, I think... Oh. I think we're safe. So, secret door? No. Oh! I've seen this before, but I don't know what it means. Yeah, I know I need the code. Oh! Oh, okay. Trying to line it up. Like that? No? There? Kinda looks right. I guess it's still out of focus. There. There we go, 476. That was by far the hardest. 2762. Uh, 2762. Finally! Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh. Boop! Any more? Anyone else want to mess with me? The master of killing! Ooh, what's this?
The trusty MP5. The best gun in the world for close crowd control. If you get my drift.
Mm-hmm. And anything that's left in there I'll come back for later. So what do I do now? I bring these letters to Dr. Knight. He's the guy in Buckingham Palace. Okay, well, before we do that, let's read them! Fun reading time, yay! Everyone loves my reading, yay! How do I do that again? Being finally accustomed once more to English weather and manners after our return, I resolved to set down my observations on the plague wreaking havoc in Europe. For that to which I have borne witness causes me great consternation. The plague is like no other I have seen. The psyche epidermary, I think I said that right, epidemia, and papists alike may say it is no more than a resurgence of the Black Death. But with mine own eyes, I saw things to drive a man of science to the brink of his understanding. A man would ask, why are those towns affected by the blight, as I call it, swiftly quarantined and isolated? A man may further ask, oh shit, my flashlight went out. A man may further ask, why do the physicists, only men permitted to enter, and supposed physicians of compassionate healing, carry blades and poisons with them, concealed under their voluminous cloaks? I know the answer, for I used my experienced guile to gain the entry to one such town in southern France, but even I am afraid to commit my observations to words. The horrors of the place will remain in the vision beyond even death. I am sure, even as the disease stays in its victims beyond death. Kelly and I consulted the Archangel Uriel, the incandescent in the matters on this matter. I will write our full conversation in time, but the most urgent entreaty was on the fabled panacea, that elusive salve, which cures all ills, that has confounded hemetesepelem and magicians since the time of Plato. Oh, fucking hell. And Uriel revealed to us why their search has been fruitless for the philosopher's stone. Though necessary is not enough, there is also a divine code of 7 Enochian words which must be delivered to unlock the formulation. The search for this code, this holy epigram, must be our priority. Dee lived in Manchester during the outbreak, and it sounds like his wife got infected, but Dee couldn't cure her. He mentions the panacea epigram. Does he mean the code? John Dee's diary, 15th December 1603. What danger! What futile endeavour! What wasted hope! Last night I collected scabs from the blighted, and the streets of Manchester are never the safest place. But this excursion was like to make a man of advancing years faint. Where the blight took hold in this city, the infected roamed the streets freely, and with ravenous hunger there was no respite here. No army of sword-wielding physici to tame the outbreak. Instead, the council moved slowly and finally determined to burn the infection from the streets and homes of Manchester. This they did last night, and so intent was I on collecting some few more infected scabs that I was almost caught in the conflagration, but I escaped and returned home to my beloved Jane with no more wound than to my pride. I have been crushing the scabs into sniffing powder for the purpose of fighting the infection with its own pustulence. I met physicians in Germany experimenting with this method, and my beloved Jane has responded well to its administration since her own infection 5 days ago. If only Francis and I had made better progress on the panacea epigram. 3 of the 7 are known to us, but it is not enough, and my own time is surely fading fast. I, who saved Elizabeth herself from the smallpox, I, who have Michael's divine entreaties to guide me, even I remain confounded as to the nature of the blight, and with the Scott James's sycophant still calling for my head, I will never obtain the resources I require. Ugh, reading can't just be smaller. Dee talks about his wife's death in the letter to Bacon. To Bacon? Oh yeah, to Bacon. It sounds horrible, and a lot like the blight we're suffering now. He mentions the iconic code and signs letter 007. 3rd of February 1604. Dearest Francis, it is with great sadness that I write to inform you of my wife Jane's passing. How I wish I could say she went peacefully in our bed. Perhaps even as she slept, but as you know from my previous letters, such gentle peace was never going to be her destiny. The crushed scabs were effective for a while, but time wore on, and as my supplies dwindled, the infection grew stronger. The veins blackened, the glands became swollen and pustulant, her countenance became impossible to look upon, repulsive even to me, her husband. I know the end was near. The straps were like bands of parchment when the infection took full hold. Her voice and mine lost. Naught but a guttural screech escaped her throat as she clutched at me, with evil intent. I have often mused upon the myth of the banshee and wondered what sound such a creature might make. After last night, I wonder no more. I upheld my solemn promise to her. The end was swift. My old friend, I will return to London soon. There is nothing left for me here, and my conflict with the Scott James seems insignificant in the face of this threat. I will seek you upon my arrival, and I beg of you to resume our search for the Enochian code and unlock the panacea. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. No quest has ever been of such vital importance. James Bond. 3 more to go. I think this is meant to be excerpts from things the angels told Dee. It's all about how 7 is a holy number with sacred meaning. It sounds totally mad, real crazy apocalyptic stuff. Colloquium, I don't know what L is in Roman numerals. I don't know. A holy number, a wicked number. From Varied Conversation, 1585. 7, the number of all that is holy and divine in his nature. For, as he rested on the 7th day, so it is that in his 7th year the boy becomes a man, and his mind made open to God and the world. And are there not 7 musical notes, 7 colours in the rainbow, 7 orifices in the head of man, 7 planets in his glorious sky? In Revelation there be 7 churches, 7 seals, 7 angels, 7 plagues, 7 stars, 7 thunders, 7 spirits of God, and the Lamb has 7 horns and 7 eyes. The dragon, 7 heads and 7 crowns, and the beast has 7 heads, which are the 7 hills of the whore of Babylon. There will the Enochian epigram also possess 7 pieces, as the 7 D letters, if you think about it. 7 pieces as a Rosicrucians, I don't know well, and they are 7 orders to which the divine words will be whispered. But in their seeking, 7 times will you be thwarted, 7 times will you know defeat. The Shushan will reveal these to you and more, as it reveals me unto you now. 7 times shall you gaze into it, and 7 fears you will know. And with the 7 wisdoms of the Rose Croix shall you see clearly the 7 manifestations of the wicked blight. For the first is fever, hot and foul. The second is false peace of the body and mind. The third is a black humour, tempting the soul. Dee says King James tried to stop his research and begs Dr. called Robertus to secretly join him. Dee truly believed angels were giving him the knowledge to make a cure. Could it be true, or was he just insane? Dr. Robertus, 1606. Dear Robert, I write to warn you to take the greatest care in your work and affairs, and to conceal them when necessary from the jealous and spiteful minds of lesser men, for I speak on account of my own such experiences. As you well know, upon Elizabeth's death and the Scott James's ascension, the mood and humour of England changed. The work of men such as myself, Kelly, and even Bacon was condemned by our king as blasphemous and a kind of devilish sorcery. I was in exile in Manchester at the time, oblivious to the change. I knew only what I had seen, and my Enochian conversations had proved that we are all of us in great danger from the blight. It was only through razing a quarter of the city to the ground that Manchester itself yet survives. My beloved wife died of this same sickness, and I returned to London, little knowing the sadness it would bring. My home and library at Mortlake had been pillaged, and I was arrested upon presenting myself to the court. It was only with the application of much persuasion and assurance of a virtuous path to come that I escaped the fires of the stake itself, a fate, alas, already suffered by too many of our fellows who pursue science and learning, as you and I. Since those damned fools Catesby and Fawkes were uncovered, the king grows ever more cautious and aggressive. It is clear to me now that the fabled panacea is mankind's only hope. The angels assured me, though I was no simple matter to draw it from them, that the formulation of this salve is not so difficult. It is the knowledge needed, and the divine epigram known as the Enochian Code that is so hard to obtain. Francis and I have endeavoured to do so for many years, with some measure of success, aided no doubt by my own extensive experience with ciphers. But many of these holy words yet elude us. Oh, shit. I urge you to join us in the quest, to aid mankind in its hour of need before it is too late, and with equal urgency I entreat you to keep this matter concealed from those who would thwart us, for they know not what they do, as he spake in his good book, 007, James Bond. The last letter ever wrote in this diary. He predicts the Great Plague and the Great Fire of London. He says the only way to stop the blight is to burn London, just like back then. John Dee's diary, 29th of February 1608. I feel death's hand upon my shoulder. The time is near, yet continue I must, for a final revelation has been made. First upon this my deathbed, I must admit personal defeat. The Enochian Code has eluded me. It has eluded Francis, and I do not know if Robert even looks for it. The few pieces of code we have are incomplete. I hope and pray that our work is continued by some later generation, in a time when perhaps learned men are not cast out and branded witches. If such a time should ever dawn again in this bleak land, and such science is given, the prominence is deserved. Fuck it, whatever. The future is yours now, O sons of our sons. May your knowledge be greater than men such as we could ever imagine, and you look back at this time with sad mirth that our quests were such trials. The panacea is waiting to be found. If only you can discover the code, I implore you to do this thing before all is lost. Finally, the revelation I saw the blight in London spreading its foul black humour across our fair city, which is the heart of the world. A broken warrior sits upon the throne, impotent to bring salvation. Salvation eventually comes, as in Manchester, not from the physici, but from a cleansing fire that sweeps the city, heralded by London's own black angels. I have written of this vision before, as spake to me by the angel Michael. By the angel Michael. Yet this was not the same, but in fact the vision of a time less than a lifetime hence. All must beware, all must prepare, the blight is come. Okay, well, hopefully we don't have any more reading to do. Okay, unfortunately we've come to the end of this episode. I'm sorry that it's been mostly reading and trying to find the last of the D notes, but in the next episode we'll be delivering said D notes to Peter Knight at Buckingham Palace and proceeding with the plot, which I'm actually really excited for, considering I spent 2 freaking hours trying to get on with the plot. So yeah. So yeah, join me in the next episode where we'll be doing just that, and who knows, it might even be the end of the game. I don't know. We'll find out together. Thanks again, and I'll see you then.